So game 1 went to Dragon Pally, so Dragon Pally cannot be played again, and it looks like Harrison has decided to change classes as well. So here you obviously keep the Wild Growth and the Innervate, I think, whereas it looks like this is Face Hunter from Humans. So it's interesting to see if he'll keep any of that. Or I might have missed if he already mulliganed. No, he didn't. Okay, so he threw back everything except for one quick shot. That's interesting. I don't think I would personally keep a quick shot. But Humans is better at Face Hunter than me, has more experience doing it. So he's probably right if he's deciding to do it. I guess it is a pretty versatile card. You don't have to use it as the last card in your hand. 3 damage for 2 mana is pretty good regardless. From Harrison's perspective, Wild Growth is the clear play. And this looks like this is actually a Taunt Druid. This is the big, heavy ramp Taunt Druid. So he's not going to be looking to race the Hunter. He's going to be looking to put up a big Taunt Wall and stabilize. He probably has some sort of healing besides Ancient of Lore in this deck. It's possible that he's running 1 heal bot. It's possible that he's running 1 healing touch. But now that I say that he's probably running healing, I'd say maybe it's only a 50-50 chance that he's running healing. There's probably a good chance that he isn't running any of it. Wow, and he makes an interesting decision here. He decides to go ahead and coin out the second Wild Growth, which is a play I really like because he has a turn 5. Next turn, turn 4, would have been a little bit awkward because he would have had 4 mana. What do you do? Innervate out a Belcher? So you may as well just innervate out the Wild Growth, get up to 5, and play your Sludge Belcher. Picking up another 5-drop is actually not bad either. And I assume he'll put this in taunt form. It's interesting he chose to use that instead of the Belcher. This is better against Kill Command. Kill Command kills the front half of the Belcher, then the Spider would survive, so I think that's the reason he chose it, which is a heads-up play. Kill Command on the 4-1, you still have to take 4 damage or trade in the Spider. As opposed to a Belcher, if you Kill Command the first half, you only take 1 damage. And the minion survives, or your face takes, 3 less damage. So from Harrison's perspective here, you could use an Owl. It's tempting to do that, or you might want to hold on to it for a bigger taunt if you expect that he is running the Ancient of War. Here I think using Abusive Surgeon to get up to 6 damage, you can clean it well enough that it probably is worth it just to clear it this way. And then you can use the Owl for another taunt later. Prioritizing the hero power over playing Leper Gnome there I think is smart too, because it plays around Swipe. And this is a good board to swipe already. So Harrison has to decide here, does he want to play Belcher, or does he think he's going to get a better swipe later on? I actually think it's better to play Belcher. You want to be able to kill things like Wolf Riders and Leper Gnomes, and you can get a bunch of other stuff. Like, there's tons of targets that the Hunter has with 1 health, and if you swipe there, and then on turn 4 he drops a Wolf Rider and a Leper Gnome, you feel pretty bad about that as the Druid. So now that he's go ahead and used his silence, I think a swipe is going to hit the face here. I think this is too juicy having 4 minions out. Although he could just choose to play the Ancient of War and taunt form, trade it off, or hit the Owl with the Belcher. I think that's also a reasonable play. I think there still isn't a need to use the swipe. And wow, that's a bold move, just going for face there. I have to admit, I'm used to playing the combo version of the Druid, so I'm less experienced in these types of situations. I'm not really sure how this matchup typically plays out. I know it is rough for the hunter to have just taunted or gotten rid of the Belcher taunt and then run into a 10 health taunt. That's pretty hard to get through. I'd say right now I think Harrison is favored in this matchup. And Humans is running Explosive Trap, and if he hasn't changed his deck, he actually is also running a Misdirection. So the Misdirection could be really big here if he manages to get that secret out and one of these big minions attacks into another big minion or to the face. It could be a game-changing play if a bad Misdirection happens. So what do you do here? Do you swipe? Probably not. Do you silence this? Potentially. You could also just deal 2 damage to it and tank it, but I don't think that makes much sense. I think you probably want to silence the Scientist. Whether it's explosive or freezing or Misdirection, all of those are bad situations. So I think this is a pretty strong play. He uses the swipe here to protect the taunt since the taunt is getting low on health, and then going face with that. And there's the Misdirection I was talking about. I knew it was there from casting an earlier match of Humans. That one I actually never uploaded, but it was from round 1. The video didn't turn out well. Oh man, is a Savage Roar Misdirection going to ruin Harrison's day? This is an interesting moment because he's got lethal with Savage Roar. Okay, he makes a smart play and uses Misdirection, or uses the attack first. Oh wait, no, that was lethal, wasn't it? Oh no, he didn't have enough mana. Wait, yes he did, he had enough mana. He missed lethal. He missed lethal. He could have used Savage Roar. That was 6 damage between these 3 minions, and hero power is 7, so he would have had lethal. But, I mean, it doesn't really matter. I guess just hilarious BM, if it works out for you anyway.